But what if I told you that you became the system because nobody told you how to build a system? What if I told you you're not overwhelmed because you're unskilled? You're overwhelmed because no one's taught you how to build a system to mitigate you being in the weeds with your team. And last but not least, what if I told you that what you think is commitment is actually you burning out because you're doing the job of 3 people? So if your team depends on you for every decision, if you can't take a day off because the entire place will blow up, and last but not least, delegation feels like a setup for disappointment, then this post is specifically for you. So what do? I help you to go from human extinguisher to operational architect. The point in your leadership is to eventually get to a place where you can scale. And if you're not scaling, that means you remain in the weeds. And if you remain in the weeds, then you are already burnt out at day 1. See, sometimes corporate environments train you to overfunction. What happens here in this particular case is you actually became the system. You became the leader, you became the firefighter, and you became the executor all in one. And now that you know that, my goal as a leadership coach is to help you to appreciate that you can come out of it. It's just some small tweaking that you need to do. So get your pen and paper. Here comes the secret sauce. So since you inherited broken systems, unclear expectations, and invisible labor, then we know you are the system. But here is number 1. Begin to delegate. Secret sauce number 1. Begin to delegate based on strengths, not on convenience. Strength-based delegation creates elevation. Why? Because the fact that Sally knows how to pull the report and then tell the story behind the numbers, she's going to do fantastic at it. Why not give it to her and let her run with it? Meanwhile, if you give it to the person that you think can do it because it seems convenient, you're going to be burned out and they're going to be burned out. They're going to be burned out because they don't know how, or maybe they know a portion of it. You're burned out because you have to go behind them and do the work all over again because it wasn't done the way you expected it. Number 2, who's owning it? What's the outcome and what's the timeline? If we are not clear on this, keep in mind ambiguity is the enemy. We need to be clear, concise, and make sure we have a timeline for what we need. This is going to help you to create authority and accountability without micromanaging. Nobody wants to be managed. Build predictable workflows that operate without you. Reduce decision fatigue. Why do you have decision fatigue? Because you are making all the decisions for a process and or you're in the weeds for you, your team, and the continued firefighter amongst your peers as well. Systems are not rigid. Not only does it create freedom, it stops you from being reactive and emotional or remaining in an emotional loop because things are not getting done as necessary. Last but not least, understand trends and patterns. If you see the trend or the pattern and you see it ahead, then that system that you've created is going to help you to mitigate the panic that you're going to have every single day. You're already the firefighter. Come out of being a firefighter and let's be the visionary. Let's be the innovator. Let's create. And when you create, you need to create the system that stops the bottleneck and or you being the bottleneck in the workflow process. I help leaders scale through clarity, alignment, systems, and structure. And this is exactly what we're talking about in 2026 in the masterclass. So if you want to remove chaos, but restore your confidence, reclaim your time, sharpen your authority, know and understand what leadership truly is, the part that you were not taught, but you were promised in an environment that did not train you, then this is specifically for you. Like, comment, and follow for more.